guys, welcome back. Today we are going to be transforming this face. We are going to do a holiday makeup transformation featuring some of my favorite drugstore / affordable makeup products. So we're going to be doing some glowy skin, some glitter eyes, and of course some bold lips for the holidays. And I also want to give a big thank you to Drop for sponsoring today's video. With the holidays being here and just shopping online in general, I have been loving Drop for all of my online purchases. It is a win-win because you get rewarded for shopping online at places that you normally would shop at. So Drop is a completely free rewards app where you get points for shopping online at stores that you are already shopping at. For instance, Walmart, Ulta, Sephora, even Uber and Lyft. Those points then translate into gift cards that you can redeem at more of your favorite stores. So Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, Best Buy, Revolve, the list goes on. It really is the best way to shop online, and it's free, no strings attached, so you might as well do it and get rewarded for all of your purchases. And to really maximize your earnings on Drop, once you do download the app, I recommend going into the shop page so you can see all the different deals that are happening right now. You can also see all the different stores that Drop has to offer. There are over 300, so the stores that you're already shopping at currently are most likely going to be on there. Once you're on the search page, you can search for any store. For me, of course, my personal favorite is Ulta. I am always shopping on there for new products, for giveaways. So once you type in the store, it will pop up and you have two different options. You can get the link sent to your computer so you can shop on your computer at home, on your laptop, or you can do it directly on your phone and shop that way as well. Either way, you're gonna be shopping through Drop and getting rewarded for all of your purchases. So currently right now, for example, Ulta does have 35 points that you get per dollar that you spend. So let's say you spend $200 at Ulta, that means you get 7,000 points through Drop that you can then redeem for gift cards. It is a win-win. I have been loving it. So to make today's video more exciting, Drop and I have partnered together to give 100 of you guys an assortment of gift cards from $5 to $25. So 100 of you guys will be winning, and all you have to do to enter is download Drop through my link in my description box and then just link your credit or debit card, and that is it. You can also download Drop through the Apple Store or the Google Play Store as well. Type in my code and link your card that way as well. So I definitely encourage you guys to download Drop, whether you have some holiday shopping to get done or if you just love shopping online like myself. It is the best way to get rewarded for all the purchases that you're already going to be making. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Of course, don't forget to grab a snack and let's go ahead and start transforming this face. So I have the hair behind the ears. I'm ready to go. So I am gonna just speed through my brows really quickly because you guys have seen me do it a million times, but I'm just gonna show you the products that I use and get on with it.
Let's go outside, the snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you.
Okay, so the brows are done. What a difference, I know. I'm gonna start by priming, and I'm just gonna use my NYX Proof It Waterproof Eyeshadow Base, which is one of my favorites at the drugstore. This one specifically, I think it just comes in one shade. It's just like a transparent kind of thing. It doesn't really like conceal any veins or anything, but it does a good job at making any glitter or shadows last all day. Just putting this on all over the lid, and then I'm gonna use that same brush that I was using to clean up the brows, which is from e.l.f., just to blend that in. So today's eye look is going to be super simple. I'm literally just gonna use like 3 things. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is just use the Profusion Sparkling Eye Topper. This one is in the shade Glisten. You can just see it's like a really pretty taupey kind of color. It's so gorgeous. They also have a gold one. I'm not sure if they have a ton of colors. I'll have to like look online and see, but these are the 2 that I have, and this one personally is one of my favorites because it's such a wearable glittery shade. So I'm just going to directly take this with a brush and just start applying that all over the lid. You can see how pretty it is, and I'm going to enhance this even more in just a minute, but I'm just focusing this directly on the lid because then I'm going to use a different color in the crease. So I love this kind of stuff because it's just so easy to apply. There's no mess, but you still get that really pretty effect, as you can see. I'm just going to kind of pack that on. If needed, if you want to really get in there, you could always use a little tiny brush, just like right in the crease to like concentrate the product a little bit. So I'm using like a flat little concealer brush. This one's from ColourPop to do that. I love these, like obsessed. And I have actually used these before without any eyeshadow primer and they last all day. So like the eyeshadow primer isn't totally necessary. It's kind of just like an added bonus, but if you're on the go and you don't really have time for that, you can definitely skip eye primer because these will last and they don't crease or crack either, which is nice. So this is really pretty. As you can see, it gives your eyes just like a wet, just very metallic-y look. But to really take this to the next level, I'm gonna use the Profusion Bling It On Glitter Liner. Just looks like this. This is like more of like a Urban Decay glitter liner kind of thing. So you could use this as glitter liner or you could do what I'm about to do. And I'm just gonna be applying this a little bit kind of like right on the lid just for a little extra sparkle. I feel like this more so in person, you can really see it, but it just adds a little something extra to what we just applied. So I love these, also very long wearing, very pretty. And I also really like the gold one, but there's just something about like this taupey silver that I love, like very gently just applying it all over. And of course that's optional, but see, I feel like this one, it just looks a little bit more like glittery and sparkly versus this one. So that is pretty much it for the eyes. The next thing I'm gonna do is just add a transition color right in the crease just to really make the lid shade pop a little bit more. You could use a bronzer, you could use like a soft brown shade. So I'm gonna use a Wet n Wild palette today. This one is called My Glamour Squad. It just looks like this. Kind of reminds me of Soft Glam from Anastasia, like the colors in here. So I think I'm gonna pick up these two shades right here and I'm just gonna mix the two and just pop them right in my crease. Yeah, I'm gonna use this brush actually. This is from Amazon, like an Amazon brush kit that I have. I'm just gonna very lightly kind of run that in there. I'm gonna place the color down first and then I'll go in and blend it out with a bigger brush. So I did build up the colors very gradually because I didn't want it to be super dark, and I feel like I always say this, but it's so much easier to blend out your shades when you start out with a little bit of product and then work your way up towards a little bit more. But these shades are so buttery and pigmented, and these palettes are literally $5, so they're great. And I love the variety of like mattes and shimmers. So you could create a lot of looks with these as well. But today I'm really just focusing on the transition colors because I want that glitter to be the main pop. So I'm gonna do a quick coat of mascara before doing falsies. This is the Maybelline The Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. This is new, and I've actually really been liking this. It's a nice clump-free formula, and I like the brush. And then for lashes, I am using these from Alamar Cosmetics. These are in the style Salvaje. You can see they're so wispy, so pretty. I mean, like, come on, let's take a moment and just appreciate these. I love these. These are probably my new favorite. I wear them very often with looks like this, or just like with no eyeshadow. They are so pretty. They are a little bit more dramatic than the Kiss 01 lashes, but those are a really great option. If you want an option that you can directly go get at the drugstore right now, the Salon Perfect fully stacked 630s are also really great. You can see they're also very wispy, very thick, but they're not super dramatic, so they're not going to take away from the eye makeup, which is what we don't want. But I want to use these today just because, like I said, they are my current new favorites. They are just so pretty, you guys. Like, let me just show you really quick. Look at them. They are perfect. So I'm just gonna apply these really quick. Of course, I'm using my fave Kiss Lash Adhesive. This is the only lash glue that I ever use and that I will ever use because it's just that good. Okay, so I just applied one lash just to show you guys how pretty these are. They are so beautiful, and like the band is almost like invisible, so they're not like super heavy and very easy to apply. So I'm gonna pop the other one on. Now we can finish up the rest of the makeup. So I'm gonna just jump into the skin, of course. I'm gonna start by priming. So I'm gonna do a little primer water. I'm gonna use my LA Girl Primer Spray, which just looks like this. Super refreshing. Primer for me is always a must, especially primer water. In the winter, I gotta have it. This also has like a little hint of a coconut smell, and it smells so good. It's not too overpowering or sweet, and I love the spritzer on it because, do you see? It just like, It's so even and nice. I love it. For primer, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, one of my all-time favorites, just to really make the makeup last, make it look nice and seamless. Honestly, I always use more than what is recommended with this primer because it's just so good, and I feel like, honestly, the more that you use it, for my skin at least, I feel like the better the makeup looks. Next up for foundation, I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. I'm just kind of feeling it today. I really feel like this does give you really great coverage, flawless finish, and it looks really great in pictures as well. It also lasts all day, so it is literally perfect for the holidays, and it comes with a pump. So I think I'm gonna mix shades. I think I'm gonna use shade Linen, and then I might use a little bit of the shade Nude. So I'm using my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge just to blend this in. See. Oh, I think actually the color is gonna be good. Oh yeah, Linen is actually perfect. And this foundation also smells really great as well. I just love it. I love the coverage of it. I love how long it lasts. Like, I've actually worn this through a really sweaty workout before and it lasted through it, so it's amazing. Look at that coverage, you guys. Like, it's just a perfect foundation. I mean, like, it's incredible. It's completely flawless. I just cannot handle it. The foundation, it looks so good. Okay, obsessed with it. They have a lot more shades online and they have really great undertones, so I definitely recommend checking it out. I believe this foundation is like $6, and I always personally get mine at like Walmart or Target. It's so good. So now we're ready for concealer. We got some full coverage going on. Now we need some full coverage concealer. So I'm using my CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer, of course. This is a really great Tarte Shape Tape dupe, but honestly, it's creamier and it's better. So I'm just gonna take this right under the eyes. And by the way, mine is in the shade Golden Natural. Look at that creaminess. Both of these products together are really nice. They like mesh well together. They just like melt into the skin and absorb, like in the best way possible. I'm saying melt. With any excess product that I have on my sponge, I'm just gonna take that concealer and I'm just gonna apply it down my T-zone to kind of balance out the brightness on the face. Ooh. So today, surprisingly, I'm not gonna use a translucent powder. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, and I'm just gonna use my NYX HD Banana Powder just because I want a little bit more of a bright and highlighted look. Brighted look, that's gonna be my new word. So it just looks like this. This used to be like my go-to back in the day, and then I just kind of like recently rediscovered it again a few weeks back, and I've been loving it. I'm just using a small brush. This one is from the Sephora collection. It's a highlight and contour brush, but I really like it for under the eyes because it's very fluffy and a little bit tapered. So I'm gonna kind of just like press the powder in because we don't want to rub away the concealer that we just applied. That's really more so like a highlighted powder, so to set the rest of my face and to really like make everything last, I'm using my Catrice Prime and Fine Mattifying Powder. This one is waterproof and I 100% agree. Just a translucent powder. It's not going to add any coverage or anything to your face. It's really just meant to set your face and just kind of make everything last that much longer. So I'm just going to kind of really press that in very lightly all over, do a little dusting of it. And this brush is from ColourPop. To set my brows, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Brow Gel. This one's in the shade Dark Brown. Packaging is like super cute. I got it at Ulta. It just comes with a really tiny little brush. Oh no! I just went a little ham with it in the inner corners. So I'm going to go ahead and bronze / contour. I'm going to use my Milani Suntan Silky Matte Bronzer. This one's in number 03. This gives you the perfect amount of color. This is one of my favorite drugstore bronzers, and I feel like I don't have a lot of favorite drugstore bronzers because a lot of them are a little too orange, but this one is a really great color and it's matte, so you could use it to contour if you want something a little bit more warm. Then to chisel my cheeks out a little bit more, I'm going to use my Profusion Contour 1 palette, and I'm going to pick up this shade right here, which is the Light Sculpt. All the colors in here are really beautiful as well, like the highlight shades and everything, but I'm going to use something different today. But this overall is a really great palette for the price. Profusion in general is a great brand. Just using a little bit of the light powder right in the contour kit, just to clean that up a little bit. Then I'm using a larger brush just to blend that out. Then for blush, I'm going to keep it super neutral and just very like natural. So I'm going to use my Catrice Blush Box Waterproof Blush. This one's in the shade Bronze. It really just is like a true bronze color. It's going to just look very natural, kind of like a bronzer, but with a little bit of like a rose undertone to it. Just gives the cheeks a nice wash of color. I'm also doing some on my nose. I don't know. I've been loving blush on the nose. I think it just looks so pretty. Okay, that is my, okay. Girl. Like, I like that look of like you were outside, your nose is a little cold, but that was like aggressive. Sometimes I'm just too much. Okay, better. All right. This brush, you guys have to get this right now. Order it. I swear it's like a real life makeup eraser. It erases makeup mistakes. And if you ever go overboard with blush, with bronzer, you just put a little bit of powder on it, like just a regular, like for example, this banana powder, and then you just dust the product away wherever you have the mistake, and it just like blends it away seamlessly. There's just something about the bristles. It's amazing. So this is the Equate powder brush, and you can get it at Walmart, and it's like $5. So go get it. It might be a little bit more, but it's worth it. Now for highlight, I'm using the e.l.f. and Nabella Loose Highlighter. I cannot stop using this. This is so beaming, so intense, and I love it. And then I'm going to use a small little highlighting brush. This one is from Shop Miss A. And I'm just gonna drown my skin in this. It's like the most perfect champagne color. It's not too gold, it's not too light, it's not too dark. I feel like a lot of different skin tones could wear this highlight too, because it is probably one of the, like, it's very intense, but it's one of the most wearable loose highlighters. I feel like a lot of them, they can kind of look a little bit too much, but this one I think is perfect. Personally, I've been using it for every day and I love it. So like I said, I'm just gonna take that loose highlight and also just apply that right in the inner corners. Then I'm going to use the same colors that I used in my crease from the Wet n Wild palette, and I'm just gonna apply those right on the lower lashes, ever so lightly. I'm not going to be too precise with it just because this look is very soft, so I'm not going to do anything crazy. Then I'm going to do some nude waterline liner. This one is from Rimmel. It's their Scandalize 24-hour liner in the shade Nude. And of course, I'm going to do a quick coat of mascara. I'm going to use the same Maybelline Balsies Lash Lift Mascara from earlier. Now for the lips, you guys know I love me a good nude glossy lip, but we're gonna do something bold today because I feel like it's appropriate with this look. I'm gonna start off by just lining my lips. I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Color Riche Matte Lip Liner. This one is just in the shade 102. So then to top that off, I'm using the Believe Beauty Velvet Matte Liquid Lipstick, and this one's in the shade Cherry on Top. This is actually a brand from Dollar General, and I actually really like this liquid lipstick. It's a really long-wearing formula, surprisingly, even though it's so affordable. Don't be fooled, it's a good shade. And it's a good formula. Then to lock everything into place and give me a more dewy look on the skin, I'm going to use my Milani Make It Dewy Setting Spray. I also love their original, so I'm probably going to mix in, honestly, both of them just because I love these both. They're so good. So make it last, make it dewy. So that officially completes its holiday makeup transformation. I hope you guys enjoyed it. What do you think? I love this look. I think it is perfect and it's gonna look good on every single person. It's universal and it's super easy to achieve. Also wanted to mention this liquid lipstick. I feel like it looks a little bit brighter on camera versus in person. It's a little bit more of like that classic red, but this is so good, you guys. Definitely head out to your Dollar General and check it out because they have a bunch of other colors, but the red I personally really like because most reds tend to crack and they don't last all day and they just don't look good after a couple hours, but this one does. And the formula is like it says, it's a velvet matte liquid lipstick, so it's not totally drying on the lips. Feels very comfortable and one layer is all you need. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you once again to Drop for sponsoring today's video, and of course don't forget to download Drop, link your card, enter the giveaway, and get rewarded for all of your online purchases. So that is it. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in a few days in my next one. Bye!
Snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand.